Hey, I want y'all to see a little bit of what is going on where I am. So, welcome to Times Square, New York City. No place like it on earth. Thanks for joining, guys. So, I'm not going to be long because there's a lot of noise in the background, a lot going on. Not sure if you can hear me. But welcome to Mom's Mentoring Circle. It's Wednesday, it's 12 noon. I'm here, and I want to thank you for joining in. So, you know that here at Mom's Mentoring Circle, we support at-home moms with systems and strategies to help them organize their lives, their homes, their calendars, their children, their schedules, for the purpose of them being able to go after their own dreams, goals, and desires. So today, I am in one of my favorite places, New York City, Times Square. City's so nice, they had to name it twice. The city that never sleeps. There's tons of names to describe New York City. But I'm here, and I want to explain to you kind of why I'm here and how these are some of the principles that we can even use as we've been talking about self-care this July. So hashtag self-care in the city for today. And part of what I want to share today is how to make the time for self-care even when you have to show up for other people and do other things. So, and notice how I said make the time, not find the time. I really want us to stop talking about trying to find time for things because, or find time for us and to put ourselves first and to make ourselves a priority. Because time is never sitting around waiting to be found. You will not find the time, you will make the time. And so this week, really a quick overnight trip. My husband is here on business. My husband travels a lot. And so because he travels a lot, he invites me to go sometime. And so when you think about the opportunity to travel with your spouse, if your spouse travels for work, it's an opportunity for you to spend time together, but it's also an opportunity for you to find time for yourself. And it's cost effective. Here's why. The company is paying for your spouse to travel. Hey, Sylvia, they're paying for their housing, so you already have somewhere to stay. You only have to pay to get yourself there. So being able to travel with my husband allows us to spend time together, but then during his meetings and dinner meetings and things that he has to do, it gives me an opportunity to have time for myself. And so self-care is not always a massage. It's not always a yoga session. Sometimes it's showing up into one of the biggest cities, busiest cities in the world, and finding time and making time. See, it's a habit, and making time for yourself even in that setting. So I enjoy going to different places. I enjoy seeing different cities, especially if it's on the, if someone else is paying for part of that, at least for half of us. Because what it allows me to do is then roam a city that maybe I'm not familiar with or a city I'm very familiar with and play tourist in a new place. So I have a dear friend named Shatone Morrison, the Princess of Positivity. I've referenced her before. Shatone uses a phrase called stacking. And I love that phrase because that's really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stacking and things that you have to do, but then stacking on top of that something that you want to do. So being able to spend time with a husband, being able to spend time with one of your children. Where in that can I also find time for myself? Whether it's visiting colleges with your child, whether it's taking a small child to a swim lesson. Is there a way for me to find time, spend time, make time for myself as well? And so I'm in New York City. Cliff has work here right now. I grew up about 20 minutes north of New York City in a little town called Tuckahoe, New York. And being able to come to New York is just absolute joy for me. I absolutely love this city. It's a lot of people, a lot of noise, a lot going on. In fact, in Brooklyn today, just across the bridge, there was the parade for the women's soccer team. So did not go over there for that. There were, a couple 100,000 people, I think, over there for that. But really, again, today we're talking about self-care in the city today. How do I stack it? Using my friend Shatone Morrison, the Princess of Positivity, using her term, how do I stack what I have to do? And also in being there for others, making time to do what I need to do for others, how can I also make time for me? So I made time for myself in this trip. While Cliff is at work and while Cliff is doing his meetings, I'm roaming New York City. I'm playing tourist. Today is one of our kids' birthdays. Happy birthday, Chanel. And so we're able to stack that on this trip as well. So it's business, it's pleasure, it's family. Make sure that you're not losing opportunities to make time for yourself while you're also having to show up for others. This can be challenging when children are younger. It takes a little bit more planning. It takes a bit more finessing, takes maybe a little bit more creativity. You may need a little bit more lead time to get that done. You may need to get the grandparents on board, an aunt, an uncle, a godparent. But you may need to get somebody on board that can be there for your children so that you can then use it as an opportunity to stack, Princess of Positivity's term, to stack another opportunity to make time for yourself as you're showing up and being there for others. So I'm gonna go back to New York City. I don't know, maybe I'll go get a hot dog from one of these carts or something. But here's my scenery, guys. You guys know that guy? Here's the scenery. There's no place like New York City. So because of the glare of the sun, I'm unable to see comments. I appreciate the comments. I'm so thankful that y'all joined in, and I'm happy to give you a little taste of New York City wherever you are today. Remember, today's point is stacking. The Princess of Positivity, Shatone Morrison, taught me that term. How do I stack? How do I include myself when I have to show up for others and do things for others? How do I use that to also make a moment for myself? All right, you guys have a great day. I'll be back next Wednesday. Bye.